Okay, is it recording? Okay, we forget to record till now. At least from now onwards, this video can be saved. Okay, so what I'm mentioning now, it is not, unfortunately, it is not your algebraic sum. Fortunately or unfortunately, it's a phasor sum. Your V bar is equal to V bar plus VL bar. Okay, so what is the difference? You might have seen in your mechanics, maybe in your engineering first year or maybe in your +2 standard. Let's say 30 newtons acting in X direction, 40 newtons of force acting in the Y direction. What is the resultant force? 30 plus 40, 70. Is the force is 30 plus 40, 70? No, it's a phasor sum. So angle between these two may be 90 degrees, X and Y. So root of 30 square plus 40 square plus 2 into 30 into 40 into cos of angle between them, cos 90. Unfortunately, that component is 0, only left with 30 square plus 40 square. So similarly, if voltage across pure resistor is 3 volts, voltage across pure inductor is 4 volts, the resultant voltage is root of 3 square plus 4 square. Why? Because your pure inductor is exactly 90 degrees lagging to your resistor. Remember this point. Your pure inductance, it will lag your voltage, your resistance, your inductive current lags it. This is the phasor diagram. Exactly your VR and VL separated by 90 degrees. This is your resultant vector. Your resultant vector is this V. So happen to be this value. Okay, what is this value of 0? This is the 0th degrees, your resistance. No phasor for resistance. For inductance, 90 degrees phasor. Your V is equal to I into Z. Voltage across resistor is I into R at an angle of 0. Your voltage across inductor is I into XL at an angle of 90. So this is I into Z, which is equal to I into R plus JXL. Your Z is equal to, which is nothing but impedance. Your Z is known to be, your Z is known to be impedance. Your Z is equal to R plus JXL, where R is the resistance, XL is the reactance, where XL is equal to, what is XL? XL is equal to, what is XL value? XL is equal to, you are not aware what is the value of
Impedance
okay,
offered by inductor,
yeah, that
sir.
is the, what is the value? XL is equal to L into omega. Okay, right, your XL is equal to L into omega. R is the resistance, omega is 2 pi f, angular frequency. Okay, this is your impedance angle, where this is I into R and this is XL. Your Z is equal to R plus JXL, where Z is nothing but, Z and I is nothing but imaginary component. It's a rotating vector. Okay, Z means the value shifts exactly 90 degrees. R is at this value. Your Z means it shifts by 90 degrees. Then XL. So that's why XL will be here. R plus JXL. R plus XL means within the same direction. J means it's a phasor, which is exactly a rotating vector. J will add you again 90 degrees direction within this way. So this is your impedance triangle. This is the power triangle. Okay, this is the active power through the resistance, through the reactance, reactive power Q. This is the active power P. The total power is S is equal to P plus JQ, which is the total power. I already mentioned in my previous lectures, Z is equal to R plus JXL, where theta is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. You might have seen your complex numbers in the +2 level. A plus IB, what is the angle? Your theta is equal to tan inverse of B by A. Okay, your I is nothing but imaginary number, same as the J factor. Okay, the same we mentioned I in the complex number, same as mentioned J in the circuit theory. A plus IB, instead of A plus IB, we are having R plus JXL, which is equal to tan inverse of imaginary component by real component. Your power expressions in the previous classes we have seen the same thing. Power P is equal to V of t. This is I of t. I is equal to Im sin omega t. Your voltage lags by theta. That is omega t plus theta. Okay, then P average is equal to, sorry, the voltage means voltage leads here. So current lags, so voltage leads here. Omega t plus theta means omega t starts from minus theta in the beginning itself, not from 0. Before than 0 degrees of theta. So voltage leads by an angle theta. So if you calculate your P average, what is the P average? We have seen in the previous formulas. The last class we have seen the calculation of average values, calculation of RMS values. So average value is equal to 1 by time period. Okay, 1 by 2 pi into 0 to 2 pi P of t into d of omega t. If you do the integration here, and if you after calculations, finally you obtain this expression P is equal to V into, this is the average power. Remember, it's an average power. V into I into cos theta. Okay, this is Vm by root 2 is V. V is equal to Vm by root 2. I is equal to Im by root 2. What is the power factor? Power factor is equal to cos theta. Always remember, power factor is equal to cosine of angle between voltage and current. Power factor is equal to cosine of angle between voltage and current. Cosine of angle between voltage and current, which is also defined as R by Z. Your VR by V, your VR by V. So how you'll obtain this cos theta? Just from the previous expression. Here you just see here. Okay. Your cos theta is equal to adjacent by hypotenuse. Your adjacent is nothing but VR. Hypotenuse is nothing but Z. So R and Z, R by Z. This is nothing but VR by V, which is equal to R by Z. From the triangles only, any of the triangle, you can obtain this expression, which is nothing but P by V, sorry, P by S, R by Z, and VR by V. Of course, in inductor is having lagging power factor, capacitor is having leading power factor. Why? Because in inductor, current lags the voltage always with respect to current only. The default lagging means current lagging. Leading means current leading. In the case of inductor, current lags the voltage by an angle theta, which is nothing but power factor angle, which is cos theta. Suppose in a circuit, current lags the voltage by 30 degrees. What is the power factor? Cos 30. Okay, which is root 3 by 2, 0.866. In particular circuit, 60 degrees. Okay, then cos 60, which is 0.5. In particular circuit, your current lags the voltage by 45 degrees, then which is 1 by root 2. So the power factor in that particular circuit is 1 by root 2 is approximately some 0.707, right? So like that it will be. While defining power factor for any circuit, voltage phasor is taken as reference. The phasor is always voltage, and with respect to current, whether current leads or current lags. If current leads the voltage, it is the leading power factor. If current lags the voltage, it is a lagging power factor. Defaultly in inductive based component, always it is having lagging power factor, and the capacitor based circuit, then it is having leading power factor. In any circuit, if capacitor dominates, then definitely it must have leading power factor. In any circuit, if inductor dominates, definitely it must be having lagging power factor. Let's take instead of series RL circuit and RC circuit, let's consider RLC circuit. Sir, in the case of RLC circuit, whether it is leading power factor or lagging power factor, what about your Z? Z is equal to R plus J into XL minus XC. What is your tan theta in that case? What is that cos theta in that case? Based upon that, so tan theta is equal to tan inverse of theta is equal to tan inverse of XL minus XC by R. If the capacitor leads, then leading power factor. Sorry, if capacitor dominates, if XC dominates, if XL dominates, it is having lagging power factor. Simple thing. In the real-time systems, only independent voltage source exists. In the real-time systems, loads are connected in parallel, voltage is constant. Power factor angle indicates position of current phasor with respect to voltage phasor. That's what I have been telling. Okay, that's what I have been telling. Whether your current phasor leading the voltage phasor, leading power factor, it is lagging to your voltage phasor, then lagging power factor. So RC circuit. So similar to the RL circuit, we are having RC circuit. So RC circuit means we are at an angle of 0, VC at an angle of minus 90 degrees. Previously, we are at an angle 0, VL at an angle of plus 90 degrees. Here, VC at an angle of minus 90 degrees. So your I into Z is equal to I into R at an angle of 0, I into XC at an angle of minus 90 degrees. Your total here I into Z is equal to I into R minus JXC. Your impedance is equal to Z is equal to your impedance Z is equal to R minus JXC. This is your impedance angle. Previously, in one particular direction, above to your resistance. Okay, here below. If you take resistance as one reference, previously XL value is above. Here it is below. Previously plus 90 degrees, here minus 90 degrees. That is the only difference. The same impedance triangle, same power triangle, same voltage triangle. Okay. Theta previously tan inverse of XL by R. A theta tan inverse of minus XC by R. This itself it is telling. Previously angle, lagging angle, present angle is leading angle. Your cos theta is equal to VR by V, R by Z, P by S. From the first triangle, it is VR by V. From the second impedance triangle, it is R by Z. From power triangle, it is P by S, where P is the active power, S is the apparent power. What is the apparent power? S is equal to P plus JQ. It is a combination of real and reactive power, which is having leading power factor. Your RC circuit means it's a leading power factor. The same terms, everything is same. Only standard thing what you have to remember is the same formula what you have used in your plus 2 level, the complex numbers. A plus IB, if you are having Z is equal to some A plus IB expression, your theta is equal to tan inverse of B by A, tan inverse of imaginary component by real component. Find the voltage across inductor. Okay, is mentioning find the voltage across inductor. Okay, your total voltage V is equal to, okay, your total voltage V is equal to VR square plus VL square. I already mentioned previously. This your inductor and resistor. Okay, your inductor and resistor exactly 90 degrees to each other. Voltage across resistor is 30 and voltage across inductor is 40. Then what is the total voltage? Happen to be 50. And here, okay, what is the voltage here? 20 volts peak to peak. 20 volts peak to peak means positive peak is 10, negative peak is minus 10. What is shown in the figure? Then peak value is 10. What is RMS value? Always your RMS value is 10 by root 2. Isn't it? What is your RMS value? VRMS is equal to VM by root 2. Then which is nothing but 10 by root 2. Okay. Your VRMS value is nothing but your V is equal to VRMS is equal to 10 by root 2, which is equal to VR square plus VL square. From that, if you calculate, you will get your inductance VL is equal to root of 46. Okay, root of 46. Isn't it? You just calculate. Do you understand this problem? Do you understand this problem? Or shall I repeat?
Understood, sir.
Okay. That's what only the thing what you have to understand is whether it is a peak value. Okay, peak or maximum value. You can say in any ways. Whether it is a peak value or maximum value or RMS value. Okay. If he does not mention anything, of course it is RMS value. Peak value means he will mention. But instead of peak value, you mention peak to peak. Peak to peak means it is the difference between positive peak to the negative peak. Find the circuit elements for a given circuit and voltage. Okay. So your voltage is equal to V of t is equal to Vm sin omega t. Your Vm voltage maximum is 9 sin omega t plus 45 degrees. I of t is equal to 3 sin t minus 45 degrees. So this is the equation. This is plus 45 degrees. This is minus 45 degrees. So the total angle between them is 90 degrees. This is on the positive side. This is on the negative side. Take one as a reference phasor here. The voltage 45 degrees ahead and current 45 degrees down. With respect to I and V is leading by, with respect to I, V is leading by 90 degrees. That means current lagging. Always remember, if current lags, then it is having lagging power factor. Lagging power factor means it is the inductor. If current leads means leading power factor. The leading power factor means it must be capacitor. Okay, it is inductor. What is inductance value? XL is equal to V by I, Vm by Im, or V by I means Vm by root 2 by Im by root 2. Okay, your V actual RMS value is Vm by root 2, where actual IRMS is equal to Im by root 2. Vm by root 2, Im by root 2, root 2 is cancelled. Your XL value is 3. XL value is 3 means nothing but your L into omega is equal to 3. Okay, what is the omega value? Sin omega t. Omega is nothing but 1. Yes or 9 sin 1 into t. 1 into t is omega t. Your omega is equal to 1. So what is your inductance value? L is equal to 3 Henry. Your inductance is equal to 3 Henry. Is the problem clear or shall I explain again? Is the problem clear? Otherwise, shall I explain? Shall I explain again?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, look into the circuit, find the circuit elements for a given current and voltage equations. V of t is equal to 9 into sine t plus 45 degrees and I of t is equal to 3 into sine t minus 45 degrees. What it means? Here voltage will be like this and current voltage here leading by 45 degrees and current here lagging to the reference by 45 degrees. So exactly here current lags the voltage by 90 degrees. When current lags the voltage, otherwise voltage leads the current, then what it is? It must be inductor. When current lags the voltage, it is having lagging power factor. Lagging power factor means it is inductor. Okay. Then in the inductor means what is XL? XL is equal to V by I. Your inductive reactance is equal to the resistance value R is equal to V by I in the case of resistance. In the case of inductance, XL is equal to V by I. Yes or no? Your voltage by current. Your voltage V is equal to VRMS. V means VRMS, I means IRMS. So what is the VRMS voltage? V is equal to Vm. Your Vm is 9. So VRMS is 9 by root 2. Your Im is 3. Your IRMS is 3 by root 2. So if you finally root 2 cancel, your XL value is 3. XL is nothing but L into omega. L into omega is equal to 3. Then omega is 1. Okay, why omega is equal to 1? Because in the circuit, let's say V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Vm is 9 sin omega t. Omega is 1. Omega t plus theta. Theta is 45 degrees. You compare with the standard equation. So in that case, your omega is 1. So finally, your inductance value is 3 Henry. Okay, your inductance value is 3 Henry. So similarly, you can try In the next class, we can see find the circuit elements for a given voltage. You can try and tell me in the next class. And current values. V of t is equal to 9 sine t plus 30 degrees and I of t is equal to 3 sine 2t plus 60 degrees. Definitely it is happened to be the capacitor. Find another problem. You just look here. Find angle made by the source voltage. Okay. Find the angle made by the source voltage. What is the angle? Just now we have seen for the series RC RL circuit, theta is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. Okay. Theta is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. Then what is the theta here? Your theta is equal to tan inverse of your XL value is L into omega. Your XL value is L into omega, whose value he mentioned as 17.32. It is not 1.732. It is 17.32. He mentioned, mistakenly has written like this, and resistance value is 10. Then what is the tan theta here? Your theta is equal to tan inverse of 17.32 by 10, which is equal to tan inverse of root 3. Then what is the theta? Theta is equal to 60 degrees. Okay. With respect to VL, angle made by the source voltage is 30 degrees. The angle vector is rotating in clockwise direction. So it is negative. This angle made by the source voltage with respect to VL is 30 degrees. So you just look into this one. Okay. This is the theta. Okay. This is the theta. Your theta is equal to 60 degrees. If the theta is equal to 60 degrees, what about this angle? Your source voltage with the source to the inductance, which is minus 30 degrees. If you draw the phasor diagram, then you will observe. This is the impedance angle. Your impedance angle is 60 degrees. What is your impedance angle? Your impedance angle is equal to theta is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. If theta is equal to tan inverse of XL by R, with respect to VL, the angle made is 30 degrees, but it is in the anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus 30 degrees. And find the ammeter reading of the circuit shown. Okay, this is 1 ohm and this is 1 farad. And what is the ammeter reading? And here we are having two sources. One is the DC source and another one is the AC source. What is the DC source value is 5 volts and AC source value is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. Your Vm is equal to 10 root 2. If your Vm is equal to 10 root 2, what is RMS voltage? 10 volts, isn't it? Vm by root 2, 10 root 2 by root 2. So your RMS voltage is 10 voltages of AC supply and 5 volts of DC supply. And your resistance is 1 ohm and your capacitance is 1 farad. If you apply the superposition theorem, do you know the superposition theorem? Anyhow, I'm going to discuss in the coming classes, but let me tell you one point because it is necessary to solve this problem. What is that one point? See, in the superposition theorem, it may be defined for linear active bilateral circuit. The total response is equal to sum of individual response. Total response means sum of individual response means first, if you do with 5 voltage source, let this, if you do with this DC source, let the AC source is inactive. If you try with the AC source, let your DC source is inactive with the DC source. Actually, in the case of DC source, what is the functionality of your capacitor? Your XC is equal to 1 by omega C. That means 1 by 2 pi FC. What is the frequency in the case of DC? What is the frequency for DC?
0.
0. So what is the capacitive reactance? X is equal to 1 by 2 pi FC.
Infinity.
Frequency 0. Capacitive reactance is infinite means it is an open circuit. Once it is open circuit, will the current flows through it? No. If it is open circuit, no current flows. So the DC source, no current flows. Next with the AC source, yes, X is equal to 1 by omega C. Okay, what is your omega? He mentioned as 1 sin omega t. It's a sin t, so omega is 1. What is your capacitance value? C is equal to 1, 1 by 1 into 1, which is equal to 1. X is equal to Z is equal to root of RC square plus XC square. So which is equal to root of 1 plus 1, which is equal to root 2. What is your AC current? I is equal to V by Z, which is equal to 10 by root 2. What is your ammeter reading here? Through AC plus through DC. Through DC, your current is equal to 0. Through AC, your current is equal to 10 by root 2. So your total current is equal to 10 by root 2 amperes. Your total current is equal to 10 by root 2 amperes. I do not want to confuse you much by telling more number of concepts per day. So today concepts are two concepts, two fundamental and more important concepts related to your AC circuit, RL circuit and RC circuit. Okay, RL circuit and RC circuit. What is your RL circuit? R plus JXL. What is your theta? Theta is equal to tan inverse of XL by R. In the case of RL circuit, your current lags the voltage, so it is having lagging power factor. But power factor is nothing but cos theta. What is the theta? Theta is a cosine of angle between voltage current. Your cos theta can be defined as R by Z. Okay. And next one is RC circuit. What is your RC circuit? Your RC circuit is nothing but which is having impedance of Z is equal to R minus JXC. Okay, this is exactly converse to your RL circuit. So susceptance of capacitor is negative, so which is R minus JXC. What is your theta? Theta is equal to tan inverse of minus XC by R. Okay, so similar to that, you are having your voltage triangle, impedance triangle, power triangle. Theta is equal to tan inverse of XC minus XC by R, and your power factor cos theta is equal to R by Z. Or theta is cosine of angle between voltage and current. Or P by S, active power by total apparent power. What is your apparent power? S is equal to P plus JQ. What is P? Active power. What is Q? Reactive power. Active power associated with resistance, reactive power associated with your inductance and capacitance. So based upon that, we have solved a small numericals, 2 or 3 simple numericals, and I have given one homework also. You can try to solve that problems, and you can refer many number of books are available. You can refer any of the textbook from the library you can take. Okay, so if you have any doubts, tell me. Let me close this recording session. Okay, stop recording.